this point. The DN stage can be further broken down into DN1, DN2, DN3, and DN4. As the cell moves through the steps to create a functional T cell receptor, it'll then begin to express CD3 in addition to CD4 and CD8, all on the same cell. The dual expression of CD4 and CD8 is why it's called the double positive or DP stage. Once the cell completes its expression of a functional T cell receptor, it'll continue to express CD3, but then it'll downregulate expression of either CD4 or CD8, and be known as a single positive T cell, or SP. Throughout all of these stages, the T cell interacts with epithelial cells of the thymus, which release growth factors as well as molecules like interleukin 7 and interleukin 2, called IL-7 and IL-2 for short. These make the DN1 cells mature. Two enzymes, REG1 and REG2, start getting expressed, and that signifies that the cell is now a DN2 cell. To start forming the beta chain, REG1 and REG2 help to splice together D and J segments on both chromosomes. And the chromosome that successfully rearranges first will then suppress the other chromosomes from rearranging, a process called allelic exclusion. If a cell successfully joins a D segment to a J segment, then it's considered a DN3 cell. Next, the DN3 cell has to attach its DJ gene segment to a V gene segment, with the help of an additional enzyme called VDJ recombinase. Once the VDJ segment is combined, the full beta chain's antigen binding site is complete and needs to be recombined with the conjugation of the T cell receptor. Once that's complete, it's considered a DN4 cell. At this point, it's time to test out if the beta chain is functional by seeing if it can bind to an invariant pre-T alpha chain and get expressed on the cell surface. The invariant pre-T alpha chain is basically something for the beta cell to practice with until the real alpha chain is eventually made. So the beta chain, the invariant pre-T alpha chain, and CD3 are all expressed on the surface together, and they're joined by another beta chain, invariant pre-T alpha chain, and CD3. The two complexes join together to form a homodimer, and that sends a signal down the cytoplasmic tails of the receptor to the cell's nucleus. When the signal is sensed within the cell starts to divide. And the daughter cells of the rapidly proliferating D cells are called DP cells, because they start to express both CD4 and CD8 on their surface.